I have also been continuing Calamity. That there's a reason for that. The reason for that name. I've been also still working on my little commander decks for Magic the Gathering because I am, in fact, card-carrying nerd. So that's what I've been doing. Also, we've been doing a lot of stuff around the house, and it feels good. Oh yeah, this shit show. Right. Stephen died via headshot. 2 people. The only other 2 people that were good at shooting were kidnapped. Regara went on a fire-starting spree. Does Bristow need a medic? No. Okay, good. He does have an infection that was not tended all that well. Alright. Our doctor is in the middle of nowhere. We need to bury Stephen quickly. Do these not allow me to say no colonist? Yeah, no colonist, no colonist, no colonist. In fact, all of the dead that aren't our people are just going to stay out there. I'm not going to bury them. Alright, no colonist. There we go. We need to get a sarcophagus built. Giles will have to be the one to do that. Also, we need people. God, look at how few people we have. So, let's catch everyone up. So what happened last time? We got sieged, and I was foolishly trying to get better guns. I was trying desperately to get to like autocannon turrets, precision rifling, multi-barrel weapons, and all that good shit. And so I had a mortar with no shells. So we got sieged. We got sieged all the way over here. So the only option was to walk out here and try to pick them off. And we did pretty good. We got a few of them. They were full flak gear. Pretty much all of them had some flak gear on. But we were picking them off. Mech was out. Stephen was out here. Mech was out here. Just taking them down. However, I thought... So my plan was bring someone out here, shoot the high explosive shell, right? Like, just pick someone, let's say Natalia, hit B, aim at the shell, shoot it. You can't aim at an inanimate object. You can only aim at a person. So I walked Mech and Steven all the way down here, so I just had them continue to shoot. And shoot at the people with the hopes that maybe they'd clip this or at least slow them down from building and all that crap. Steven got 1 shot in the head. Like, they missed, they missed, they missed, they missed, they missed. They got him in the arm, they missed, they missed, they missed, they missed, they missed. They literally headshot him, and he died. So that sucked. Random, like, insta-kill headshot, which apparently can happen with the best armor in the game. That's just a thing that can happen. There is always a slight percentage chance that your colonist will just instantly keel over dead from a perfect headshot. So that happened to Steven. Mech got hit once or twice, was trying to heal. I brought down someone else as well, whose name I literally cannot remember. Hannah. I brought Hannah down as well because she was the other best shooter. She had our assault rifle. And then they decided that they were going to kidnap who they could and leave. And that ended up being literally everyone here who wasn't dead. So both Mech and Hannah, both kidnapped. Steven headshot. Busto in the hospital. Regara recovering. Absolute garbage fire. So that is what happened. That is why we have no people. Also, actually, I was hoping I could load everything onto the dromedary and then bring the dromedary back, but turns out not actually able to do that. So let's put him back in his pen. Animals, dromedary, Natalia. Don't want my only dromedary, only camel to starve to death. Rope him up. We'll bury Stephen tomorrow. Every other person who tried to attack the colony is just going to stay here. We're going to take their flak jacket, leave everything else. The barricades, I'm not even going to claim. I do want these high explosive shells. They would have been useful. Reinforced barrel, might as well. 2 more mortars. We can maybe sell them, actually. That's actually not a bad idea. There is no reason to keep more than 2 mortars, probably. Ah, yes. Get back to normal. You too, Giles. In fact, do it now. Get changed, mate. Gusteau, I need you to not be walking at 2 miles an hour. How's Natalia doing? Oh yeah, Natalia got dementia as well. My friend Hannah died. Yep. Colonist lost. Colonist died ×2. Who else died? Did it count? Oh no, did it count what's his face as dying? Oh yeah, Mech divorced. They divorced right before that happened, so that was great. Downfall as the colony has begun? I don't know. I was maybe thinking that last week, but I think we can come back from this. I think that all is not lost. I think Gusteau should probably be... He has an infection, right? Yeah, she has an infection. She should not be up and about. Bed rest. Now. Go to bed. Immediately get into bed. Give it an hour. I mean, we'll see. Alright, Regara, thankfully, is tending his mental state with some gardening. You love to see it. Hopefully he doesn't go on another fire-starting spree. That would be nice. I'd prefer if he didn't do that. Alright, Gusteau's health. Infection, minor infection, 10 quality, 40%. Infection, actually, immunity is coming along quite nicely. I definitely want every little buff you can get. For anyone who doesn't know, we've talked about this a few times over the course of this playthrough, but infection immunity gain speed is actually increased if you're resting by about 10%. So if you have someone in bed resting, 7% for being in bed, 10% for resting, it makes a huge, huge difference. If you have them up and about walking around, then there's a good chance they may not gain immunity fast enough. Natalia has brought the dromedary back home. You love to see it. Any fertilized eggs? Yeah. So we now have way too many ducks, way too much food being grown, not enough people to plant it. But Regara at least knows how to plant the Swaro cacti. That's good. I should probably have him on planting duty elsewhere, but this is the best way for him to get planting knowledge. Look at how much it's going up. Just planting a single cactus is taking him an entire night. But he is learning. Like, this one cactus is actually probably going to level him up. So that's something. Alright, Natalia's back. We do have quite the stockpile of food. In fact, maybe everything that isn't hay grass should be paused for now. Don't sow this. Don't sow this. Don't sow that. Is this hay grass? That's hay grass. Sow it. Don't sow the corn. Just keep the hay grass. Yeah, we also need all of this to be planted too. But then again, we have way more food than we need now. Because, you know, there were 7 of us. 8 of us. Though there were 7 of us and there's now 4. I was just going to pop it and go to bed, but I was met with a colony in a graveyard. Yeah, siege was the one thing we weren't prepared for. I finally had some defenses around the colony. Like, I built some walls and turrets around the colony, feeling pretty good about that. Hadn't gotten to the point to be able to make shells yet. Had a mortar. Didn't have it prepared. And that, as they say, is that. But I think we can come back from this. I think we can recover. We have 2 brand new mortars now. We have way more flak gear than we're ever going to use. All of it tainted. Vest, jacket, pants. We've got Steven's stuff that's deteriorating outdoors. Love to see that. I don't know how we're going to get all of this shit back. Actually, Maybe what we do is we just build a little shed here real quick, right? Maybe we build a roof area here with a limestone wall. No, let's use wood. Wood wall. Like that. Throw a wood door in it. And then we can set a little zone here. Stockpile zone. Storage. Can I give it a range? No, I can't give it a range. But I think if it's close enough, they will put stuff here. So we can say clear all, and we can go weapons. Any ranged weapons. Let's put it on importance. What's the one in our house set to? Critical, right? Importance. Okay, so they will put them here first. Alright, that works. Make it important, make it weapons, make it armor. Yep. And then hopefully they can just pick up all of this. Put it right there. Let's get the shells in there too. It would probably be quicker to do that than to lug it all the way back home. Reinforced barrel, components. I wish I could have loaded up the camel. I thought that was a really good idea, but apparently Tynan disagreed. What else? Oh, survival meals. See those. Regular meals. Actually, just all meals. Well, let's not do all meals. That's a good way to have them all moved from our house. So we've got all the guns, the armor. I think that's really all we care about. Oh, reinforced barrel, that was the other thing. Yep. And mortar. The actual building itself. Okay. That should mean that everything in here is going to get put there. It's all going to get piled up. Maybe we actually build this out to here. Like that. We put another door there. We clear this out. And we expand this. So that we then have a decent sized zone for everything to get just zipped into here. And then we can slowly, over time, bring it back to base without fear of it deteriorating into nothing. I think that sounds like a great idea. Hey, look at Regara and Giles bonding. Don't they need to? They really need to. Okay, good. Yeah, get bonds. Don't get angry at each other and then set each other's houses on fire. Please don't do that. So Giles is now our main constructor, right? Or is Busto our constructor? Okay, Busto is our constructor. Busto is healing, though. How is their infection? Natalia, tend the infection immediately. They seem to be doing fine, even without the tending. But I'm not leaving that shit to chance. Go. Immediately go. Alright. We have a decent stockpile of food. It hasn't been cooked into anything yet. Natalia is, I think, shattered, right? They have no... Yeah, it took them a long time to even get close to 100% sleep. 31% chance? I mean, it's better than the empty fucking box we had a second ago. Natalia needs to cook. Giles needs to build. For now, while we're getting the colony off the brink, we might cut down on the recreation time. Just by an hour. I want you guys to be working a little more than usual. You're pretty good at working. It's not like they kind of loaf around doing nothing. I don't think I need to give them express work time. Regara is healing. Although I'm surprised he even needs to. But, I mean, you know, I think they do heal faster in a hospital bed, right? I guess this isn't a hospital bed. It was a bed made by Steven, though. Ah, all of our lizards that were owned by Mech. Actually, what is going to happen to them? Do we have a handler? Natalia. Busto, you're also our handler now too. Everyone's going to be pulling like double or triple duty at this point. That's just how it's going to have to be. Alright, Giles is still growing. Oh yeah, we had a grand plans of maybe trying to get some money. Making tea and smoke leaf joints. It feels like a lifetime away now. Alright, I think we can speed it up. I want to see what Natalia's doing. Praying. Fair and appropriate. Wouldn't mind if you... or meditating. Wouldn't mind if you made some food, though. Alright, I guess, okay, eat some food and then make some damn food. Where are you going? Why aren't you... Okay, Natalia. Cooking is the most important thing you can do. Alright? Just understand that. Alright, Ragara's fully healed. Perfect. Giles. Get to work on construction. You've done the planting. You can now do the construction. Alright, if you're going to walk all the way from base, all the way down there, do I have a plan for you? Let's get a little zone here. Actually, let's delete that zone. I think it should be a stockpile zone. And in that stockpile zone, wood. Where is our wood? There it is. Okay. Why can't you hold the wood? What is this? Preferred. Isn't important higher than preferred? Yeah, important is higher than preferred. Alright, give it a second. Okay, there we go. Hold the wood. Really only 37? Haul all of this. And I do mean all of it, Giles, not just some of it. Fantastic. 63. Take it down there. If you're gonna make that long trip. See, this is what I was afraid of. This is critical. Haul it. This is the closest stockpile now. Look, since you're here, let's get a zone here. Critical, clear everything. Only Steven. Regara. Bring him up. Alright. Let's do that. Of course, there's a heat wave while I'm having Giles do this. At least there's food down here, Giles. At least you have that. Build this shit first, alright? Like... Build all of this, all of this. I don't know why they get so obsessed with the steel mortars. Alright, fine. Do the mortars, then maybe you can do your job. Also, let's have a stockpile zone right here. And let's clear everything. Stranger corpses. There we go. Gonna micromanage Giles a bit. Natalia is cooking, fantastic. Busto is sleeping. Regara sleeping, makes sense. Alright, we have coverage out here. He's working on the rest of the wall. Hopefully he has enough. He does not have enough. Amazing. Alright, well he's being semi-smart. He's taking the healing herb back. So we have that. As soon as you've done that, pull the hay. Because we need our animals to not die. Medical emergency with Busto. Infection is extreme, but they've cleared it. They're good. They can't walk right now, but they're good. There we go. Clearly we need someone to be hauling more than cleaning at this point. Kind of everyone to be hauling more than cleaning, I think. Although, I think, yeah, Natalia shouldn't be cleaning. Heat stroke initial. Should start going down, right? It's nighttime? No? Alright, Get indoors? Oh, you can absolutely cancel that little work project. There is no fucking need for it. Alright. Okay, there we go. I don't know what Ragara's doing, but he's been on a journey, it looks like. Alright, Busto is unable to move, but is... Okay, they can move now. I think we can still keep them there because they have really bad manipulation. We'll keep them in the bed until that goes away. I think that's mostly from the severe pain, right? Oh, and the extreme amount of damage they took to their arm, which is where the infection is, interestingly enough. Alright. Yeah, it's a shame we got him his prosthetic leg, and then he got one shot by a bolt-action rifle. There? They're coming in from there. They're attacking immediately, I take it? No, they're preparing and then they'll attack, which means they're going to walk right in the middle of my defenses. That's good. Fine. Alright. Everyone get some armor on. Like, everyone. Put us on speed 1. Alright, Giles has a pistol. Natalia has the assault rifle. That works for now. Alright, don't move the... Okay, why are they moving components from here all the way down there? I do not... Because they're both preferred, aren't they? Like, if they're... Actually, this one's just important, so why is this one getting higher priority? See, this shit doesn't make sense to me. This does not make... Wait, is this... No, this has literally nothing in it. That's an impossible request, Laguna. Like, I don't get why they would move from a higher priority. Oh wait, no, preferred is lower than important. Okay. And then make this important then. I would think preferred would be higher than important. Alright, you have a bow? That's gonna have to change. Alright, so do we have you... You're kind of crap at everything, so let's just give you a pistol and have you stay far away, right? What about Busto over here? Busto's actually the best shot we have. That's upsetting. They're doing terribly. Actually, they are not going to be a good shot right now because their arm. So it's a 3 people defending against 6. Alright, Ragara, I have one simple task for you. Okay, these are already on? Fantastic. What about these? Are these on? They're on as well? Okay. Let's assign then. Let's have them stay. Please remain indoors. Yeah. Let's see what happens with that, as far as that goes. I'm genuinely curious if that will... if they'll wander past the turrets and then immediately get shot. I hope so. Oh, when it rains it pours, huh? I guess Busteau has catharsis? I don't even remember them having a mood break. To be honest, like, I actually don't remember that happening. Infection's going down, arm is going up. Busteau is... oh, you can wear armor, by the way. Yeah, he can't even pick up, or she can't even pick up a whole stack of kibble. That's how bad this is. I'm going to be honest, the smoke pot pack is probably better, but okay. Rigara doesn't have a weapon. You definitely can't be in close quarters. Honestly, just go to sleep. Yeah, just go to bed. We'll deal with that later. But yeah, I'm hoping they'll come over this way and then these turrets will handle them. I don't even know if these two can see them. What's the power grid look like? Could I grab one of the turrets and put it right here or something? It's pushing it. They're probably going to go after my power grid anyway, which will put them in line of fire. Either way, I think I would rather wait this one out. I kind of need Busteau. She's the best shot we have left. Oh yeah, Natalia has dementia, so I think doesn't that permanently decrease their manipulation? Yeah, because of the consciousness. Jesus. Okay. Everyone wake up. Yeah, the other two can't see them. Good shot. Okay. It is working as intended. That's bad for them. Alright, amazing. Everyone go about your day. Let's take a look at Hawk real quick though. Melee and mining. Underground and chemical fascination, pyromaniac. We have enough of those. We have enough pyromaniacs, let's be real. Alright. It did what it was meant to do. Schedule unrestricted. Go about your day. Let's flick these power toggles back off. Fantastic. I lost some materials there, I think. Like, it takes 2 components to make it.
Oh, please, God, no, you're one of them, aren't you? You're one of them.
Giraffe, thank you. They gifted a sub to Laguna. You're an absolute legend. Hell yeah. That was fantastic. I think, is that the first or second time we've seen Alan Rickman's American accent alert? I think it's the second. But thank you. That's incredibly kind of you. Laguna, you have access to all 10 fingers. I mean, you have access to all of the channel emotes. I hope you enjoy them. Just call the end of that raid. What happened to Steven? It's a long story, Merp. It's a long story. Yeah, I think they do have access to all 10 of their fingers. Hold on, let's check. No, you see, they lost a toe. They lost a toe in the explosion. Can't take them. We have a very strict policy here, where you have to have access to all of your digits Giles is the only one that's allowed to be missing any fingers and or toes. Hey, at least my iguanas are migrating. You sir the legend. Hey, I'm okay being the okayest legend. I accept this title. But yeah, thank you, Giraffe. I appreciate that, mate. It's very kind of you. Oh no, we shall relive it. Basically what happened, so, to catch everyone up, last time on Giles's Wilds, basically Siege happened. Do you know what I don't have? Shells. Like any. So, Siege happened, these guys setting up their mortars, and I'm like, okay, I gotta send some people out there. I gotta send Steven. He's one of my best shots. I'll send Mech, he's my other best shot, and see what we can get done over here. So I had Steven here, I had Mech here. You may notice their weapons exist, but they do not. Steven got a magical headshot, and a Giraffe informed me that... Look at this, miss, right arm, miss, one shot kill, headshot, 360, no scope, eyes were closed, screen was off, with my feet on a controller. Like that. And then Steven died. So apparently that can happen with the best armor in the game. There's always a small percentage chance that your people will just be one shot. No, don't bury them. They don't deserve it. If you've taken all of their clothes, they leave them where they lie. Yay, 1%! Woo! Look at us! Look at us, the 1%. Yeah, so that happened. All that blood splatter should keep forensics busy for a while. Oh, they're going to be combing the ground for weeks. With all this sand, it's really hard to get a positive fingerprint in the first place. This is a disaster zone. Giles, why are you so obsessed with burying people? You are literally here? Did you bring any wood to finish the stockpile zone? No? Great. All of this to the stockpile zone. That's XCOM. Oh wait, wrong game. Or is it though? You say that, but I do wonder if they share the same engine. Alright, Regara, are you able to haul wood? Do we have more than 8 wood? Please tell me we do. There's no way we don't have enough to build that stockpile zone down there, right? There's no way. We have like 100. I'm gonna have to make the rest of it out of limestone. So be it. Alright, fine. Oh, I can't change the material here? That's weird. Weird that I can't choose the material for the wall from that menu. That's even weirder. I can't choose the material for the item I have selected. How very odd. Okay, well, whatever. Oddities aside, let's choose limestone and let's just go... Alright. So yeah, so that happens. I was picking them off quite well. We got a few of them. Most of them were bleeding heavily. And then they decided to attack, because I guess I provoked them enough. And right before they decided to attack, they also decided to flee and take whoever they could. Having one-shot Steven, Mech was trying to get to a safe distance to heal. Hana was coming down to reinforce. Hana was ran down and kidnapped. Same with Mech. And then now we're here. There was another raid, but thankfully that raid was taken care of by the guns we'd set up earlier. They did their job, and that makes me very happy. Busto wants to wear a flak jacket on the other side of the map. Okay. Let's get everyone back to normal, if we can. Haul everything to the stockpile zone. Especially that masterwork bolt rifle that we made. Very sad about that. Haul everything that's worth anything. Explosive shells, these things. The mortar, who cares about that? Flak jackets, though, those are important. I don't want them to deteriorate too much. Alright. Giles is going to be sad. He'll get over it. Colonist left on berries. Observed course. Colonist died. My friend Stephen died. Sweaty ate without a table. Hannah died. Disturbed sleep. I'm glad that that features. Train up the attack ducks. I wish I could train the ducks to attack. They'd be good. How is Busto doing? She's recovering. Recovering quite well, actually. Arm is getting there. Torso, head, right leg. Legs are nearly fully healed. You might be able to take the trek across the map pretty soon. So much crap. All of it far away from our base. Unsightly environment. Yeah, I mean, I understand that. I get that for sure. Alright, just go home. Yeah, put it there. Why not? I love how he'll hold the potatoes, but won't bring down like limestone or wood or any of that stuff on the long trek. We have 2 fertilized eggs. Those need to be turned into food immediately. Is Natalia able to berry? If I give her like level 4 in construction? Bury them. Bury. We just have a great bow out here? Just sitting there, deteriorating. Busto, I know you're healing, but would you mind getting that indoors? That's probably worth something. In fact, I think that was yours before you know, everything went terribly, terribly wrong. Get it inside. Giles is back. We need to make more mini turrets in the positions that those turrets were. It seemed to work pretty well, actually. So yes, definitely anything here, people here would be injured, for sure. But all told, that saved our life. I think if we'd sent out Giles, who can't shoot, Natalia, who has dementia, and Regara, who doesn't know which way to hold the gun, this colony would be over. So, this colony is over. So I'm glad we didn't do that. You know? Glad we didn't do that. Okay. New plan. Meat stays in the freezer. We're at the point where that has to happen now, I think. So, raw foods, not meals. Raw foods, no meat. Haul that back into the freezer. Freezer staying at -1. If you want to move something, move potatoes, they last. Move rice, it lasts. But definitely not the meat. Yeah, we do have a legion of ducks. It is a shame we can't really use them for anything. We also have ungodly amounts of eggs. We suddenly find ourselves with quite the egg surplus. How art mocks life. I hear digging, that's important and encouraging. Natalia is sad, so she can stop doing that. Bestow, you're healthy enough, you can bury the other 2. Because you're actually in a semi-decent mood. I'd rather you do it than Giles or Natalia at this point. Regara is doing okay. Colonist left unburied is a problem. He is starting to deteriorate. So, Giles. Harvest the rice. Once you're done with that... How is your plants anyway? Level 8? He's getting there. He's getting there. He's learning. Look at him go. Actually, you know what? Regara can handle this. Let's... Division of labor. Build the sarcophagus. Bury your friend. You knew him the longest, Giles. It only makes sense that you be the one to bury him in his final resting place after he was 1% one shot in the skull. It's only right. Don't fuck it up. Also, why is it so slow? Is it just a lot of work? It's a lot of work. Okay. I guess making it out of limestone probably does make it take quite a lot longer. But still important. Major break list for Giles. Is he getting observed corpses because apparently I'm too efficient? Okay, fine. You got it. That's how you're doing that? Okay. Interesting. Alright, move him away from the worksite if you must. Alright, maybe that'll help. Maybe it won't constantly tick up while he's sitting there. Alright. I didn't prioritize this, so Giles is... Or did I? Okay, no I did. Yeah, Giles can build that over time. I don't want him to break. Giles, you're my best builder outside of Busteau. The two of you are gonna build. What a disaster. But we're recovering. We're slowly moving all of these items that we actually care about into here so that they don't all massively deteriorate. Although some of it will, and that's okay. You can't win them all. Especially not with how bad the colony is right now. Guys, get along. Please. Crying out loud. You're the only ones left. Alright, I think we might be safe. Dare I say. Speed it up, speed 2. Let's go. Let's see what we're doing. But yeah, I hope everyone's week is going well. I hope you're all having better weeks than Giles's Wiles, Giles's Grotto over here. Things are recovering, but it's been a tumultuous week. Okay. Now there's fennec foxes. Alright, well, there's only one way to fix this. Of course, the animals have no food, because we can't grow or plant anything, because we don't have enough people. How big is the Manhunter pack? And they spawn right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them. How are you doing, Busteau? Do you think you're up to... Nope. Giles. Okay, Giles it is. First things first. Schedule. Please remain indoors. Alright, so. Let's go back to speed 2. Giles, you're a tank. Natalia, you're in armor. Busteau, everyone else, armor up. Let's get this done. The other guns might take care of it. I forgot about the other guns. I forgot that they will wander around the colony. If you don't kill that thing before it breaks you, I will be very pissed. Once again, the flaw in this fucking setup is that for some reason I keep getting attacked from behind. Also, these turrets are terrible. They fire like this. Alright, there we go. Maybe it won't be necessary. Fantastic, love to see it. Yeah, these turrets are really a supplement to actual defense. But for some reason, the game keeps spawning everything right here. Driving me mad. That's the last, well, second to last turret. It's not annoying. Alright, that one's going to fall over dead one of these days. Yep. This one did fall over dead, so it's really just one left then, huh? Okay. Wait for those two to bleed out, or is it just one that's bleeding out? Okay. It's just one that's bleeding out. Gotcha. Let that one bleed out. It's definitely slow, for sure. Definitely much slower than the others. Death in 3 hours. Okay. It gives time for everyone to wake up, get suited and booted and all that good shit. Rusto, you still don't have a weapon, huh? Actually, that's fine, because Giles, you're going to be my melee. Are you good at melee? Not really. But are you good at shooting? Also not really. Alright, equip the great bow, Busto. Alright, we have 2 Fennec Foxes to deal with. Surely our colony can handle that, right? We can handle that, right? Don't really have a good area to attack them from here, but wake everyone up. Let's go get them. Why is it putting Regara in the front? God, Giles is so slow. He's missing toes and wearing the heaviest armor in the game. Why aren't they attacking? Aren't they manhunting? Yeah, they are. Come on. Alright, Regara, I just realized you're terrible at shooting. Right, so how did Giles take that much damage? How? How did he nearly lose his left shoulder to 2 foxes? Alright. Normal, 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 normal. We can also assign everybody to the schedule, unrestrict everyone. Natalia, go heal Giles immediately. Let's put everyone on herbal medicine now. It's not like we have to save it all that much. Let's be real. Make sure you're using herbal medicine. Alright. Like, this is the thing. Like, 2 of them. He's wearing armor. And yet, death in 6 hours. Death in 8 hours. I don't know how he got shot with an assault rifle when everyone was standing right behind him. That's a weird one, but okay. Busto, I think you've probably healed enough. Yeah, let's put you off of bed rest. Giles, you're on bed rest. God, Busto really is just the best colonist now. They are literally going to keep us running. It's a shame that they can't cook, but they can do pretty much everything else. Alright, we're moving some hay in. Foxes in front, friendly fire in the back. I don't know what's going on here really, but it's some bullshit, I'll tell you that. Speaking of, we need more turrets again. We're gonna have to start trading for components. I think we do have some more. But, you know. Alright, Natalia is cooking well. Busto is going to finish the sarcophagus that Giles is incapable of building. Honestly, that's pretty appropriate. Giles started it, someone else had to actually get it done. This makes sense to me. I don't know why that Fennec Fox is unallowed, considering. Kill that one before it kills us. Alright, back up to speed 2. But every time I do that, something happens. These eggs are becoming a problem. Let's start putting them in the fridge. Right? Like, I think we're going to have to. Okay. Let's not let them be anywhere else. Like that. Do it. Get them out of there. Before this all goes horribly, horribly wrong and we end up with 1,000 more ducks. Thank you. Alright. The rest I think are all unfertilized, so we should be fine. Yep. Uh-huh. Yep. Okay, so we should be good. Should be spoiled by temperature. Stowe is finishing the sarcophagus. Fantastic. Bury... No. Why can't we bury him? Storage. We have a sarcophagus. Oh, we need to assign him, that's why. There we go. Do it. Alright, Colonist left unburied has been fixed. We did it. The sarcophagus bears an image of Stephen Wilcox slaughtering a guinea pig seemingly without remorse. The guinea pig and Stephen are both covered in blood. The image tells the story of a close combat slaying of a guinea pig by Stephen with a spear on the 3rd of April, May 5503. He died how he lived, with blood on his hands. I think that's pretty apt, to be honest. Are these frozen yet? They better freeze soon. Why is the temperature fluctuating so much in there? Maybe deconstruct that. Maybe we want the air to actually flow out. Maybe escaping upwards isn't enough. Alright, Busto is building up our defenses again. Although, why are you so sad? What's the problem? Oh, just sad in general. Do we have ambrosia we could give you, or smoke leaf joint? We do. Okay, so let's set up a new what is it? Yeah, it is. It's snafu, right? Snafu drug policy. So, shit's fucked. So, let's let everybody do some of this if their mood is below 25. I think Stephen was the only one who was teetotal, I believe. We've made it, we might as well use it. Yeah, let's just do that. It's dealer's choice. How about that? And then we shall set up at least you on this. There we go. Yeah. I think we should do that. We are in a dire strait right now. I need my people to not lose their damn minds. So, you know what? If it chills them out, if it helps them through what is literally an incredibly difficult time, so be it. Alright. Giles is doing well. He nearly lost another toe. Can't say I'm really surprised. Nearly lost an entire arm, actually, which would have been embarrassing, I think, to say the least. Yeah, bring all that shit, put it in there. Ruined by temperature. Okay, good. So they're not going to hatch now, so that's good. Alright, we have one more turret. These 3 need to be finished up here. We still have all of this crap over here that's just deteriorating because it doesn't have a wall. And it is just sitting out in the open. There's a shotgun and all kinds of cool shit. Hey, Regara, can you haul? You can. I do like that you're growing and planting. Honestly, I think there is something to be said for that. But, okay, there we go. Are we finally gonna get this shit fixed? Regara can't build, can he? I mean, you know what? There's only one way to learn. A butcher named Nika is crashing in a transport pod nearby. If she survives, she will be badly wounded. She's not affiliated with a faction, but you can rescue her and hope she joins freely. She's neurotic, good at cooking animals, and she's autistic. You're just not useful. Alright, well, Regara and Natalia are both heading down here. When do you die? That's the next question. 9 hours. Okay, well that's fine. After you do that, let's rescue Nika. If she decides to join, we can probably make use of her. Build the wall, Regara. Yeah, I guess clean dirt too while you're at it. Sure, why not? Alright, he's building. This will be a great way for him to train his construction, because we are now back down to really only one person that can build. You're going to stay out here all night if you have to, but you will get this shit fixed. Alright, is this person going to make it on the trek home? It's a long walk. It's a really long walk. They make it, they make it. If they don't, they don't. Giles. Oh yeah, I was just like stepping up my my cotton game. I had such grand plans. Alright, Busto. Natalia's doing badly because she's having to carry this idiot all the way across the desert. This person's doing badly because they have a couple of cuts and a bruise. Regara's doing great. Love to see that. He botched the construction. It's fine. We brought a few extras. This is why you bring a backup. Surely he's leveled up, right? Surprisingly, no. Okay, but he is working on it. Also, he's surprisingly consistent. Considering. Alright, 8 without a table. It's the end of everything. Right, grab the extras, finish this room. You have a few more screw-ups. You can do this. Natalia is having a tantrum. Did she do that after she saved Nika's life? Yes. Alright, okay, then you're fine. Do what you want. Wild man wanders in. Shooting, melee, chemical fascination, night owl. Sadly, I don't think anyone we have can actually tame. Yep. So what we'll have to do is arrest and release. Catch and release. We'll have to catch and release the wild man. Because otherwise he's just going to eat all of our raw potatoes and vomit everywhere. It's going to be terrible. Talia, you'll get over it. Regara looks like he finished construction. Did he roof it? He didn't. For some reason. I'm losing my mind. I am losing my mind. Alright, she broke the plant pot. Why is your mood so bad anyway? Tired, ravenously hungry. Oh, well you could fix that if you weren't doing, you know, this. Now she's starving. Or Regara is starving. No, Regara is actually doing fine. Yeah, well now you don't have a light. How's that? How's that feel? Alright. This is taking too long. Alright, she's no longer having a tantrum. Eat a damn meal. I love how she was literally going to fix the ravenously hungry problem. She was on her way to eat. And then she just couldn't take it anymore, apparently. Alright, Busto is making turrets. I love how I asked for these switches to be switched off like eons ago, and there's just no one around to help. God's sake. Is there a way back from this? Like, I feel like we're kind of slowly moving, but it's just such a glacial pace that I do wonder if we're actually going to make it. The animal problem is becoming a problem. They're constantly running out of food. We needed the people we had to run the farm, like get the hay grass harvested and replanted. We just don't have that. Did I set everyone on the new plan? For the no, I didn't. Okay, everyone. This is a snafu, so by all means, don't have a mental break, because that wasted Natalia's whole fucking day. Alright, Nika just straight up joins. Alright, Nika, congratulations. You live here now. What do you do? You firefight, you patients. We need more doctors, but holy crap, do we just not have anyone who's capable? The only person who can doctor has dementia. That's not a good place to be. How is Giles' health doing? Alright, his manipulation is still atrocious, so yeah, no, he's not doing nothing. Alright, Nika still needs to heal. That's fine. She's obviously great at art. She's not Regara, so she's a level 2. She's good at shooting, though. She's very good at shooting, and she's good at cooking. Maybe that will leave Natalia time to do other things. Maybe. She's also good at handling. Fantastic. Busto doesn't need to do that anymore either. And obviously she's going to help clean. She's going to help haul. Regara can research now too. Everyone's researching. This is a researching colony. Oh my god, those iguana eggs are enormous! Holy crap! Look at them compared to the chicken eggs. Jesus! And yet they provide the exact same amount of nutrition. Oh god, amazing. Alright, thank you for dying in the door to the freezer. Amazing. I love how you passed out there. Heal. Unhappy nudity. What, she crashed out of the sky with no clothes? That's annoying. I think we have spares, maybe. Hope we do. We need to arrest and release Frog as well. Regara, what's your chance? 49%? Busto, what's yours? 33%. Nika? An orc. Fair enough. Giles? You're charismatic. 38. Really can't have him eating all of my damn corn, though. He's already eaten some, looks like. Alright, Regara's slowly working through the hay. Love to see that. Oh yeah, that's also a good point. Nico, no matter how good or bad you are at growing, you now grow. Although, let's have you read textbooks for a while. Regara has a 49% chance. Another raid? Gun, machine gun, revolver. Dude with a mace. Okay, it is Raid City up in here. I think the game has just decided that we lose now, which is upsetting. I guess... See, Nika's a good shot if she could move and shoot. God, Natalia, Busto, and Regara. I don't think that's enough. Alright, armor, armor. Everyone armor up. I don't think this is enough, though. They're attacking immediately. We have some guns. None of them in the direction that Manuel is attacking from. Love to see that. Regara's going to wear the steel helmet from way down there. Alright. That's problematic, to say the least. Why is he moving uranium down here? Good shots. Alright, amazing. He's dead. Was he wearing any armor? No, of course he wasn't. That would be useful. Alright. Gusteau is eating pemmican, because that's the situation we find ourselves in. Get up there. I imagine they'll attack from the north. Yep, they're already there. I worry about Regara. In fact, stop in and get that damn flak vest on, would you? We have turrets up, so I mean, that is something. It doesn't seem to be much. Can't wait for the random 360 no-scope headshot again, though. Alright, so Horwell has... Oh, just a wool duster. Okay, so you're not actually threatening. You are in a firefight with my turrets. That seems bad for you. Gusteau, you're good at melee, right? I don't want you to get shot by the turret, though. And Regara... Regara, head down here, but so help me, if you just get one shot, I swear. Gusteau, could you stand here and take a shot at him? No? What about you, Natalia? Can you stand there? Because the turrets have an air view on him, but you don't? Maybe I should get rid of all this then, not give them anywhere to hide. Yeah, I don't want him to get shot by the damn turrets. How's Regara handling things? He's not even shooting at all. There we go, that gives him a view. So his shot, 5% chance. Their shot literally cannot hit. Okay, I love to see that. Cannot hit target. Head over here then? Not that way. Not that way, Natalia. Why do you take so long to listen? Over there. Can you hit the target from there? Yes. Alright, fantastic. Your person's fleeing too, right? Okay, good. Why did we just leave 37 wood in the middle of the damn desert? Alright, well... None of our turrets got blown up, so I'd love to see that. Let's get everyone back to normal. Normal. Regara, put you on normal. Alright, I think I want you to haul the Masterwork rifle. Why can't you haul? Like, oh right, because I've set this as importance. I think we can... Alright, force wear that. Let's bring some shit back the hard way. Force wear that. No. Hold the helmet. Not over there. Alright, new plan. Wear the helmet, because apparently it's got to be this complicated. Go back up. Alright, Regara is equipping everything. Alright, and then... Is there anything else that needs to be put in there? Yeah, that needs to be hauled. That needs to be hauled. That needs to be hauled. Let's get everything that matters underneath cover. And then we can slowly start moving it all northwards. Why is he just wearing a flak jacket? Alright, Nika is starving probably because no one was able to feed her. Yep, that's bad. Malnutrition trivial. Hopefully that doesn't tick up and randomly incapacitate her. That would really suck. Gosh, she's moving slow. Giles, I think you can probably get off of bed rest now. I mean, I would really like more of these to be healed, though. That would be nice. This is... Yeah, no, I think you can get off bed rest. Yeah. Alright, Natalia can get changed there. Rigara is moving shit and happy about it. Alright, Nika is no longer starving. She should be looking to get some clothes now, so that's good. We can also clear forced on you, Natalia. How's Rigara doing? Rigara seems to be doing okay. Yeah, let's just get everything under a roof so that it stops deteriorating. We can haul those packaged survival meals back home when we're done. Well, actually, no, we're going to haul the Masterwork rifle. I really, really, really need better guns, and they're all over here. God, this takes so long just because of... Oh, right, that is... Not as a part... Not in this, is it? Utility? Yeah. Pull that. Actually, can he wear that? Yeah, equip it. Equip it, even better. Amazing. Haul all of these. So this is probably going to be our armor for quite a while. Thankfully this doesn't deteriorate outdoors. At least that makes sense. Rigara's desire is slipping. Yeah. Oh, is he? Really? I guess I didn't really think about it, but I guess he probably is, huh? Alright, fine. That's good enough. Rigara. Alright. You know what? No weapons. Haul the Masterwork rifle back. Then you can get changed. Nika is already training iguanas. You'll love to see it. Is this a wild iguana? No, this is ours. Okay. Everyone's unrestricted. Oh yeah, I should put you on everyday eats. And you get to be on Snafu as well. Rigara's on his way back. He's not doing great, but we're only going to be able to do that somehow. We're only going to be able to do that by having people go out there and move crap. Had to be on the other side of the damn planet, didn't it? Frog has joined. It's just part of the ship, part of the crew now at this point. Turns out. He should be putting it on these shelves, right? No? Alright. Let's go to his gear. Drop that. Assign. Clear forced. Yep. Is he still naked, or is he wearing tribal wear? Okay, he's wearing tribal wear. Okay, good. Who'd have thought we'd end up back on tribal wear? Why is he eating pemmican? I guess because it's the closest food he has? Fair enough. Alright. Nika is already making kibble. She's really, 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 really slow. But she's at least trying. Maybe she should be on bed rest for now. In fact, I guess she is a butcher. It would make sense for her to do that. You can make it, drop it on the ground, and then go back to bed, I think. Somehow this colony... Alright, that's going to take you too long. Somehow this colony survives, endures. I'm not entirely sure how. Oh, she's good at hunting because of the animal skill, not because of the shooting skill. She's terrible at shooting. Well, that sucks. She can be our full-time chef, though. Natalia can at least craft. And also Nika has a burning passion, which is going to help her learn a bit quicker, I think. Alright. Yeah, I think Natalia... No, I want Natalia at a 2. If there's stuff to be cooked, I want it to be cooked. Oh yeah, stone cutting is now everyone's job. Because there's no one around that can do it anymore. -2, -1. Why does it fluctuate so much? You would think this entire cooler for this tiny room would be great. But I guess it isn't insulated enough? I'm not entirely sure. I do think we need to cut this back like this. In fact, we might just need to get rid of it entirely. So that they have nothing... When they do attack, there's nothing for them to hide behind. But then again, then there would be nothing obstructing them from coming over here too. Okay, maybe a different plan then would be building barricades along the wall. Maybe that would stop them. Then they would just sit behind the barricade. What's cover effectiveness? 75%? Cover effectiveness of a barricade, 55. So it would be lower. It would be worse. So speaking of weapons just laying out in the open. Medicine too. A lot of medicine. Hey, do you want to hold that? And we can bury that guy. You know, once you're done with that, maybe bury Manuel, the geologist. Sounds like a good idea, doesn't it? Is there a reason this is now... Oh, because this is important. And this is... Okay. It all makes sense to me now. Alright, I think this has served its purpose. Delete it. They can haul everything home now. I really wish I could have hooked up the camel, got everything on the camel, brought the camel back. You know how much easier that would have been? Do you know how much simpler? Oh yeah, we were thinking of taking on an encampment. Can you believe that? It would be nice to get less raids. 5 tribespeople. I mean, I don't know if we can take it actually at this point. All of our good shooters are gone. Natalia is our best shot now, right? Or no, Busteau is our best shot. At 9. Like, we are just not capable. God, how quickly our fortunes just collapsed. Alright, Nika is healing. Natalia, can you clean the hospital? I really don't want anyone getting another infection. I can avoid it. Let's get rid of all that blood. Okay. I didn't know any of this was broken, but I'm glad it's being repaired now. All of our defenses are being repaired. You love to see that too. Fox is wandering around. Can we arrest him? 45% chance. Is he a brawler or something? Oh, they're good at melee. Okay, that might be why, yeah. I guess we just have a wild man now. I don't know if I want anyone getting into a fight. No matter how easily they may or may not win, I don't really want to be dealing with that right now. I will say, having some... I was thinking of getting rid of these sandbags, but you know what? These are actually useful to have. I should probably have some here too. Just like right here. Giles is eating without a table. You love to see it. I might want to move these turrets, actually. I might want to push the barricade out, move them forward, because I get the feeling that they really have a very narrow range, or narrow field of vision. Like, they can see here. Like that. Anything here they can't see. And this one, anything here it can't see. And this one cannot see anything over there, nor can it see anything over here. So maybe if I push the barricade out like this. Deconstruct that, and then I could move this forward. It would then have like 180 vision. Maybe that's what we do. Yeah, I think that's what we do. I think we're going to have to do that. Kinda sucks, but it's whatever. This build, this construction setup just doesn't really make sense, or doesn't really work. Unfortunately. It was a neat idea that I had, but... Alright, I can't build anything on that sand. Alright, Busteau, the best colonist we have, is hiding in their room. Fantastic. Alright, delete that. I think I do actually want one there. This I can't really change because of the soft sand. That's okay. That'll have to do. Of course, Mech had to do that right before they were stolen. Although I guess at least that made Busteau happy that Mech was kidnapped. I wonder if we'll get the chance to rescue Mech, because we did get the chance to rescue Natalia. We had Natalia early on. And we lost her very quickly. Everyone's running on a minor break risk at this point, just because friend Steven died. Hannah died. Oh, Hannah died too? So she actually did die. She wasn't lost. Well, damn. And then Mech lost. Friend Mech lost. Colonist lost. Observe rotting corpse. Unsightly environment. Like... The moodlet stack. The moodlet stacketh. Hey, Regaro, you want to fix a couple of these? Bury these two idiots, and then haul that medicine. Then haul the medicine. Yeah, get that shit out of here. You're the happiest among us, apart from Natalia. Yeah, we need to clean the house too. Like, we got a lot of crap to move. We've got all of this garbage over here. We've got the shells that are slowly just deteriorating day upon day. Survival meals that are insanely good at surviving the elements, it turns out. I would like that reinforced barrel. Like, that's worth $800 and it's just sitting there rotting. Alright, let's sightly this unsightly environment a bit, shall we? Then you know what, you can haul the revolver and the auto pistol too while you're at it. At least we seem to be keeping up with the animals. Barely. We have too many animals. I think it's time to thin the herd, as it were. I think we have to. There's just too many of them. You two. And you. Oh, and you. Alright, we'll keep duck 1, 2, and 3. Actually, no, we'll get rid of you. We can't feed this many because they're giving us too many eggs. We can't use all of the produce they're providing us, so we are kind of burning resources at this point. You as well. Yeah, let's just really, really, really thin it out. We can always hatch some eggs if we need to, but like right now, this is too much for such a small colony to handle. Visiting Amanda's grave, who also died to a magical headshot. That seems to be the way our colonists go out. They either lose all of their toes and fingers, and they die that way, or they just get magically 360 no-scoped. God damn, Busto hid in their room for a long time. Alright, Giles is building our improvements. We'd love to see that. Deconstruct that one, Giles. Nika is healing. Blood loss is finally down to minor. That's good. And we're getting out of the red. We've got yellows and oranges. That's encouraging. That is good to see. Natalia is making more. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. All of our many potatoes are rotting now? Yeah, they actually are. Okay. Having all of our colonists die and suddenly not need food really threw a wrench in the works, didn't it? Alright, now let's flip this around. This is where food goes, and this is the overflow. Foods. Raw food. Yep. Not kibble. Yeah, those can go in here. Those can go in here, sure. Not corn, though. Actually, yeah, not corn. Corn lasts forever. Fire starting spree for Regara again. Actually, should I have them with a fire pot pack? Is it going to explode? No, okay, good. It is ironic to have the person who can never fight fires be the one with the smoke pot pack or the fire pot pack. That's kind of funny. Giles, just fight the fire. Like, just follow them around and fight the damn fire. You've done this before. This takes too long as well. Like, how many fires? Alright, he's done, finally. There we go. Jesus Christ. Hunter lacks suitable weapon. You're not really a hunter though, Nika. Alright, you're injured, so I'm not going to make you clean this room. But you know who is going to do it? Get on it, Busto. Okay. For some reason it's not getting put in the critical place. They're getting put out here in preferred. I don't understand why. Well, like, why? Maybe because no one's hauling. Yeah, there's a lot of blood and dirt and just shit everywhere. Giles is eating and going to sleep. Love to see that. Regara is harvesting all of the hay grass. Let's allow sowing, actually. If we can harvest it, let's do it. Because it gets Regara better at planting, right? Yes. Much better, actually. Level 7 already. Very glad we took you on. Nika will get you there. I wish there was a different... I wish the plant cut included harvesting, instead of just cutting plants, because I want people to be able to plant seeds and not harvest seeds, right? Because planting a seed, they learn something. Harvesting it, they can screw that up and lose all the resources. And it would just be nice to be able to automate. I'm sure there's a mod for everything I think of. I know that, but still. It's like, Regara's over here botching all these harvests. Still, somehow. Seems to be doing not too bad, though. So what are her needs? She's neurotic. Global work speed, mental break threshold. Oh, okay. So she's actually an insanely good colonist. She just also has mental breaks more often. That's fine. We're used to that. We have people that randomly decide to start fires and eat all the food, so you'll fit right in. Also, can we turn this thing... Can we turn the thing off? Deconstructing limestone barricade. Oh, we can move these now, right? Reinstall there. Reinstall. Almost. Go. Fantastic. So, we have a lot of crap over here that we need to move back home. That's just going to have to happen over time. I do think, though, Regara, you're going for a walk. Well, once you're done going for a walk, walk that reinforced barrel all the way home. I think we really need that. Also, we should definitely take him, get the pop pack off of him, huh? Back, let's do that now. Oh, that cleared his prioritized work? Alright, go get it. Keep fixing everything, Busto. You love to see it. Patch it up. Patch up our broken hearts. Alright, hold that. It's surprising how much damage these... Oh wait, no, okay. It's not actually any damage at all. Good. Alright, Regara is grabbing the barrel. He will haul it back. That's really the most important thing. I do want these shells too. In fact, Natalia, while you're cooking, Busto is repairing a limestone wall. Go grab the shells. If someone's in a good mood, they can come and grab something. That's what I'm realizing. Send them down here, have them bring something back. I think I will send someone down here, force wear, like, the helmets, the flak jacket, flak vest, flak pants, weapon, and then they can walk it back. I think that's probably a good idea too. Alright, so these shells are going where they need to be, next to my mortar. Which means that just maybe the next time we get a raid like that, it isn't the worst thing that's ever happened to the colony ever and gets everyone killed. You know? That would be nice. We need more components. That's steel, isn't it? Yeah, that's steel. I think we're kind of starting to thin the resource shelf here. Like there's some silver. I think there's a little gold. Yeah, there's some gold. But really, there are some components over here. There is not much. I love how they decided to form their little base around the meteor, steel meteor that landed here a while back. Jackasses. How do they know the lay of the land better than me? I live here. Alright, you don't need to be on bed rest anymore. You can be a productive member of society. And, of course, thinning the herd is a very important part of this society. It has to be done. It really, really, really does. Unfortunately. Oh yeah, we're also missing some lights. Let's build a light in the infirmary. I think that makes sense. Alright. Also, you're consuming simple meals. Love to see that. Once you're done... It is recreation time. Once you're done doing that, get that fertilized egg into the fridge. That's really important. Jesus! Whoa, 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 whoa. Why are we... Why are we just making endless amounts of kibble? All the kibble. Okay. We have to fix that. Yes. Take to best stockpile? Drop on floor? Why isn't it counting it if it's here? I guess it's not in a stockpile? Fine. Take to best stockpile. We definitely don't need all this. That should keep the animals around a bit longer, but obviously not all of them. Had to be done. Had to be done. I think that's probably good. We can stay the execution of those two. Regara is planting while people are asleep. That's just when Regara does things, I'm sorry. It's just how he is. Giles is holding steel from here for the wall lamp. I guess we're out of steel. Get back to mining then. Yeah, I'm sure that pissed you off, Giles. You decided to walk for 2 hours for steel. That was your choice, though. I'm not going to feel bad about that. What are you doing? You're eating. Okay, good. You're allowed. You get to do that. Dare I say it, I think we're coming out the other side of this one. It is rather daring of me to say, I know, but I think we're making it. Also, we should bury that idiot. Let's be honest. Alright, we have a lot of kibble now. That should keep the animals good and healthy. The cotton is growing too. I mean, let's not forget, we're about to have, or maybe not about to, but soon we shall have quite the bountiful harvest. Whew. Alright. I mean, you know, counting your chickens and all that, but it would appear the worst may be behind us. It would seem that that's the case. What's Busteau up to? Hauling limestone? Probably to build things. Okay. Yep, building the limestone barricade. Hauling other things. Volcanic winter. Ash in the atmosphere will obscure the sun. Temperatures will drop and plants will suffer for lack of sunlight. It could last a few weeks or it may last many quadrums. Alright, so all of that cotton. Forget I said anything. In fact, let's start growing cotton inside then. I think we just harvested all of this. Let's turn this to cotton. Is this ready to be harvested yet? No. Oh, not quite. When it is, we'll turn that to cotton too. Okay, so all of the plants outside are going to die, so anything that hasn't been harvested yet will remain unharvested. Actually, we should harvest everything then. Yeah, it's mass harvest time. Yeah. We won't replant, but we do need to just harvest all of this. Let's get all that food. We're going to not have enough energy to grow our plants, right? Because we won't have solar power. So another wind turbine is going to be necessary. We do not have enough of anything stored. So like there and there? Maybe we could do that actually. Okay. Yeah, let's do that. That'll be nice and clear. We need 2 components. We have 1. Hey, Regara, you want to flick the damn switch? We need to keep power down. Flick that switch too. Cancel this construction. Alright, power consumption needs to stay down. We don't have any really renewable power. We need steel. Stowe, is there a reason you're not mining? I need you to mine. You're a miner, right? Yeah. Get the steel going. Get the steel, then walk and get the... God, if we had a geothermal plant up and running, but we're nowhere near that. In fact, no one's been researching because we just don't have the ability to. We're on catch-up mode the whole time. Like, we're living, we're existing, but we're not advancing. And that's concerning, to say the least. Okay, Volcanic Winter's going to slowly kind of to kick in. It's not all terrible all right away, but I mean, I think our energy is already dropping. Yeah, it is. Slowly getting obscured. Let's see, what can we live without? This is powered off? Yeah, this is powered off, that's powered off. The freezer obviously needs to stay. Alright, well we are going to have another wind turbine. It looks like we have the steel now. Giles is going to sow the area. Where's the other components? Components. That's more steel. There's the components. Giles, go. Go get it. Let's get those components sorted out. I think we are going to need geothermal power soon. Of course, his manipulation's pretty low from losing both of his middle fingers. I'm surprised at how much of an effect that has. You'd think your middle finger would be the one you could probably live without the most. Alright, that's probably good for now. Well, is it? It is getting dark. I mean, okay, I think it is sunset, so that's to be expected. But still, that does mean that our power generation is going to collapse overnight. I do worry in the morning what level of solar generation we're going to get, if we even get any. Can you really only hold 2 components at once? Okay. At some point, the Ancient Danger has to be dealt with as well, but obviously that's not a feasible thing right now. We have quite a lot of food stockpiled. Maybe we do just ration. We don't grow food anymore. We just survive on what we have already. That's a possibility. Because we're going to be harvesting a lot of food too, so you know what? I think we can't put all of this on a switch, can we? Is there an order to toggle power? No. Okay, well that's a shame. Power. Switches uses components, so let's not waste them on frivolous stuff. Toggle all the power. Shut it down. I think keeping the fridge running is more important than growing more food. We have an obscene amount of food being harvested. We have quite a lot of food stored. We have, what, 250 corn, 300 potatoes, 150 rice, yet more being harvested as we speak. Maybe this is what we do. I think this is what we do. We harvest everything, we keep the fridges and the coolers running. This guy. Arrest him. I can't have him eating all that. I just can't have him eating all that. That's too much. Alright. Prisoner. Release. Get him out of here. I think then he'll leave the area. I'm just sitting here eating all that damn corn. That was a lot of corn. God's sake. Yeah, I worry that we're not going to have a lot of sunlight when day breaks. Also, these lizards should be living in Nika's room, because Nika is the pet person. Let's put them right there. Set owner, iguana. Set owner. It also kind of makes sense that they would be right underneath the wall lamp for the heat, probably. Okay, grid access is fantastic right now because the wind is kicked up. In fact, maybe we can survive with just 2. Although we are still getting solar power. Let's see what we can do with just 2. With just 2 and no click all of these switches. We have so much food. Stockpiled, so few people to feed. I wonder if this is the right choice. I feel like maybe. If we need to, we can always turn this shit back on, right? Yeah, turn off that power drain for now. All of this will die. That's okay. Shut down the greenhouse for now. We can always pick it back up later. Alright, we've thinned out the herd a bit. I think it's more manageable. We have a stockpile of hay and kibble. We have a lot of steel available. I think that's probably enough for now. How much is that even? Yeah, that's 500. We can stop for now. He's going to go dig at the compacted machinery then. That's perfect. Let's go get that unearthed and usable. In fact, let's mark this for usage well. Is there any others in here? That's steel. Oh, silver. That's silver. That's gold. I think that's all of it. Yeah, we're now out. So if we want any more components, I think trading is the way to go. And trading is microelectronics, comms console, orbital trade beacon. Yep. Alright, once we get Psychoid Brewing, we can do that. Because then we might be able to have something to sell them as well. Wanderer joins. Hammer. She's willing to contribute, will not leave voluntarily, having nowhere else to go. Yeah, we accept. Alright, Hammer is 78 years old. You and Natalia are going to get on like a house on fire. Cooking plants. Alright, fine. Welcome. She was a spy and then a bartender. Why do I feel like that makes a lot of sense? Why do I feel like that's like that tracks? I don't think that should, but it does. Alright, so we're going to set this owner to be Hammer. We're going to deconstruct these sleeping spots. They are unnecessary at this point. Hammer, congratulations, you are a cleaner, researcher, hauler. You'll get brains. It'll happen. You're also the grower. You're the backup chef. And the backup warden. Look at that. Fantastic. Away we go. Alright, we seem to be recovering. A bit. There is a lot of blood. There's a lot of blood. There's food everywhere. Volcanic winter does seem to be happening. Although, the, news of the sun's demise was greatly exaggerated. Seems to be doing perfectly fine. In fact, maybe we just turn all this back on for now. Turn them back on. Before the plants die. Because I think what happens is their health starts ticking down. And then eventually they will die unless you restore power. I think that's what happens. Turn it back on. You missed one. There we go. Yeah, so they were about to be dead. Alright, well that works. Maybe we can get one more harvest out of them before the solar power really just dies. The wind has been, thankfully, supportive. It's been working out quite well. Bulk's good trader. Honestly, maybe exactly what we need. Who's our best socialite? You're a 10 and Giles is an 11. But you have the burning passion, so you know what, Hammer? You're the salesperson. You did run a bar, so I feel like this tracks for me. We'll let them come to us. There's no point sending someone out into the wastes to try and get a good deal. Honestly, maybe just harvesting everything was the right choice anyway. They're on their way still. It's a long way. It's a long walk. Once you've done that, trade with them. Are they passing by or visiting? I think they're passing by. Oops, I hit the world. I didn't mean to do that. Generate the planet. Look at that. It's a planet. Yeah, they're just passing by. Alright, we'll go to them. What do we want here? They have a ram, they have a U. They don't have any... I was hoping maybe for some chem fuel, to be honest. I know that was quite hopeful, to say the least. We can't really sell any armor or clothing at this point. We need all of it. What could we sell though? We have a lot of kibble by accident. It's always after I've slaughtered, like thinned the herd, we get the bulk goods trader. You notice that? Alright. We have a lot of corn and a lot of potatoes. I think we'll be fine. They don't really have anything I care for though. War masks, veils, tribal headdresses, nothing that really helps. Like more real, like actual clothing, like tribal wear or full body clothing or anything like that would be great, and they just don't have that. I'll sell the ambrosia, who needs it. Smoke leaf joint I can sell for money, a little bit of money. That is why we did it, right? We could also sell a lot of our eggs, but it's not worth it. We could, though. We are getting a lot of eggs. Maybe we do that. I could sell the meat. Oh, that's a lot of meat. Yeah, it's not even worth that much. Could sell the chicken eggs, keep the duck, or let's sell the duck, keep the chicken. Yeah, let's do that. Money is important. Speaking of things that are important, I've got to go to bed. I don't know how we're still alive. Multiple raids, manhunting packs, like new people joining. Just an endless barrage of resources not being where they need to be. Whew. But somehow we persist. Somehow. Don't tell me those are unfertilized eggs. Or fertilized eggs, they are. Alright, hold on. Let me change this real quick. I don't want to... Unfertilized... Yeah, no, fertilized eggs need to be in there. Whatever. You know what? It's fine. Oh, you know what I can do? Let's make another zone. Clear it. Eggs. Fertilized. Critical. There we go. Eggs put right there. Overwrite. Fantastic. That should solve that problem. Hopefully. Fingers crossed. But anyway, that's going to be it for Giles' Wiles this week. Somehow, we are not dead. We are not dead yet. We are close, but we're not dead yet.